Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Nuraya Batrisha binti Astronom Mahiri. I made this video to explain about the two levels of content in Islamic art. So I'll move to the first slide, which is the introduction for the topic. In Islamic art, it's not only about a beauty, but also a meaning. So, to understand it better, we can look at two types of content, which is content with small c and content with big C. So the first one is what we can see, like the pattern or the color of the artwork for the small c. But for the content with the big C, is what we can it shows a deeper meaning, which is such as an idea of Tawhid, which means oneness of God. And by understanding both, we can better appreciate the Islamic art in one artwork. So for this page, it shows a content with small c, which means a surface meaning. So this refers to the visual appearance of the work of art, like what you can see physically, such as shapes, forms, patterns, color, and figures. For example, in Islamic art, it includes geometric patterns, arabesques, such as plan, like decorative design, and also calligraphy, which is text that written in Arabic script. As we can see in this page, it shows a content with a capital C. This pertains to the deeper meaning behind the artwork, including the philosophical and spiritual significance of its visual appearance. So in Islamic art, the underlying content of the artwork is usually associated with Tawhid, which means unity of God, through an endless number of repetitive patterns. So for the second one, it shows an harmony or symmetry in a nature via symmetrical and balanced pattern. So for the third one, it shows a preference against figurative imagery. It's focusing on divine depiction as opposed to human depiction. So the last one, which is message of the Quran, using a calligraphy. Let's move to the example artwork 1, Dome of the Rock. The Dome of the Rock is a Muslim shrine. It has an octagon, which is 8-sided shape. It is located in courtyard of Al-Aqsa Mosque, Jerusalem. It is the oldest Islamic monument and earliest Muslim religious building that's still existing. It is influenced by Byzantine architecture. It is decorated with marble, mosaic, and metal panels, inside and outside. So the mosaic are similar to Byzantine style, but not a human or animal figures are shown. Instead, the decoration include an Arabic calligraphy, plan design, and a motif like jewels and a crowns. So for this slide, it shows a Dome of the Rock explanation with content. Content small c describe only the visible picture, symmetrical architecture, blue and gold color scheme, Arabic calligraphy on the walls, repetitive decorative motif. And for the content with capital C, interpret the deeper message of Dome of the Rock, which is unity of God in Tawhid, which is repeating patterns with no end symbolize infinity and divine unity. So the next one is spiritual focus. No human figures, which is a void of distraction. The next one is sacred text, which is calligraphy. Quranic verses remind viewers of faith and divine authority. So for the last one, which is symmetry, reflect the perfection of God creation. Let's move to the example 2. This is the example of artwork 2, Garden of Mystery, B1. Sulaiman Issa studied art in England, France, and America. He was influenced by the Western way of thinking at first. When he returns to Malaysia in 1968, he collaborated with Reza Piedasa to create conceptual art exhibitions. Their works rejected physically tangible reality. He explored philosophy and religion in his art, such as Islam, Taoism, and Zen. In this artwork, it focused on non-figurative, which is an abstract art about Garden of Mystery. It uses geometric patterns and colors. It created on handmade paper using craft techniques. Includes Islamic cosmological elements. It aims to express the spiritual meaning, not just visual form. So the main ideas of his artwork, art is meant to be seen through, not just look at. It was combines ideas like a material vs non-material, with volume versus emptiness, and a figure versus a background, and encourages viewers to think about the spiritual reality. As we can see here is the explanation for the artwork. The content small c describes only the visible feature for this artwork, such as repeated geometric patterns, symmetrical rectangular panel of arrangement, and also flower and stars like the motif, planets forming grids and interlocking shapes, blue-green turquoise color that dominate the color tones, and also the decorative border. And for the content with capital C, it is interpret the deeper message of the artwork, such as reflection of Islamic values of unity, harmony, and balance, geometric repetition symbolizing the infinite nature of Allah, and for the third one is avoidance of human and animal figures, showing respect for Islamic artistic principles. Spiritual contemplation through order and symmetry, connection to the worship and sacred space, especially if it functions like a prayer textile or a decorative panel. And also the last one is representation of the beauty as a form of devotion to God. In conclusion, knowing the difference between content lowercase and content uppercase is important in interpreting Islamic artworks. The physical attributes form the basis for creating an artwork, but its real the real value lies in its underlying meaning, which may be religious, cultural, and Tawhid related. In other words, while studying the two levels simultaneously, enable one to have a fuller and more significant understanding of the artwork. It also makes it possible to perceive not only the visual beauty of the work, but also the message behind the artwork. So, I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching my individual presentation video, and thank you for your time.